Hi there, this is John with Johnson RV. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video. I usually do the big diesel pushers, the big boy toys, but this motorhome is also one of my favorites. So we're going to step down to the B-Class today. This is a fine, hand-built piece by Pleasureway. The Canadians are leading the pack in quality in the B-Class and B-Plus class market. So even though it looks like a small van, it has a lot of big features, and I'm going to show you why you'd like to own the #1 selling B-Class gas-powered van of all time by our friends in Canada, by Pleasureway. First of all, the name of the model is called an Excel. There's two different models. There's a TS, think S for sofa, and then a TD, twin dinette, which is actually a dedicated twin bed setup. This is my favorite. This is the power sofa across the back, and a little bit later in the video I'll show you why this is a top seller. So first of all, you're on the Ford E350 chassis. There's a few of these over the years that have a 5.4 or 5.7 V8. They're sporadic throughout the years of production. About 90% of these do have the 6.8 liter Triton V10. So if you're thinking about towing, you'll definitely have the power to pull. And if you're curious about the mileage differences between the three power plants, there's no more than 1 to 2 miles per gallon difference in the spread. So come on around this way. Here on the recreation side of the coach, you have a fiberglass cap, you have a full-size awning, and one of the features that I like to point out is your body flares out 3 inches on either side, which translates to easy math. It's 6 inches of additional interior width, and I'm going to show you why that's important once we move to the inside. This is an exterior storage compartment. Give it a little taste right through here, just kind of show how the floor plan looks over the couch. This is a power sofa. This lays flat. You have entertainment here, cabinetry all the way around, cooktops, fridge, bathroom, heater, all of the features that a large A-Class or motorhome has, this does have. It's just in a small package. So come around this way. Not too much to show on the outside, but all of the basic functions. This is a storage compartment. This is your sewer hose. And this is where your utility center is. Now on a larger motorhome, this compartment is actually a little bit bigger, but there's no need for that in a B-Class. This is where you drain your tanks. You have your gray handle, your black handle. Hook up your cable television here. Hook up your phone here. If you're going to be somewhere for a while and you do have a ported number to your campsite, you can do that with your phone. This is where the water goes. Hook up your propane here. You have an analog gauge that shows you how much is in your tank, and then an electrical hookup here. One of the nice conveniences that this motorhome has is a utility shower here. Now obviously it does have a shower indoors, but if you're outside and you have some sandy feet or a dirty dog, or you want to wash your bike, you've got hot and cold and a wand here. And they do this on the driver's side of the coach, so you're not making mud on the recreation side of your vehicle. So anyway, let's go inside. And so we made it on the inside. So what I want to show you here, if you're a first-time RVer, kind of pan across the dash. We've all driven a car, we've all driven a truck or a van. There's nothing different here or intimidating about this. This is a very comfortable feeling. You have an excellent range of view, and this motorhome does not stick out far on any side. You can fit in this standard width parking space, and it's just really easy to get around town. So over here, first thing I want to show you is how easy, Pleasureway, and how simplified everything is to get to. Now the important things that you need to know that your motorhome has is how much gray water do I have, how much am I holding, how much black water am I holding, how much fresh do I have, how much battery do I have. You just push these buttons with the appropriate word that you're looking for. This is empty, this is full, and it just clearly shows you we're empty on gray, we're empty on black, we have 1/3 fresh, and we have 2/3 battery power. Now this does have an onboard Onan generator. If you guys are going to go dry camping, you can turn on your generator and make electricity. Now keep in mind, when you're at your campsite, you're going to plug in and have their electricity. That's a feature with all pay sites that you would visit. But one thing to note here, this only has 15 hours on the generator, which is extraordinarily low. This is a safety feature. It's an alarm for carbon monoxide. And so let's continue on this way. Here, obviously standing in the kitchen, Pleasureway has had this floor plan for about 15 years. The only thing that's changed over the years is the quality of the materials. Maybe a new type of maple has come out, a new surface on a countertop, a new style of refrigerator. You could look at an 04 or you could look at a 2012. The floor plan in an Excel TS will be exactly the same. So, solid maple cabinetry, excuse me, all the way around. You have plenty of storage here. Up here on the roof, this is your climate control system. It's a Penguin, does electrical heat and air conditioning. So you're wondering, how do you get a bathroom inside a B-Van? It's really easy. Fiberglass pan, hot and cold water, sink, shower, window, commode, everything that you need to do. Now, even though if you're getting into the B-class market, you might say, that's really small, John. When you're at a campsite, you're going to use the facilities there more than likely. You've been on the road, you want to use a big shower, you kind of want to spread out, you're going to use the facilities there. But if you're in a situation where you needed to shower, brush your teeth, go to the bathroom, you can completely do that inside this motorhome. Now, for sleeping, keep in mind this is also a travel machine. You and your buddies, we're going to go take a day cruise, go check out a concert. On the Power Sofa model, just as you can be safely and legally buckled in your front seat, you can have 3 buckled across the back. Now, come around here for entertainment for the rear. You have a high definition television, DVD player, stereo. One of the things I like to show, sometimes it's behind the scenes that kind of gives you an impression about, no, you're not here to buy electronics or look at this, but Pleasureway does such an excellent job. I used to be in the electronics business, and when I see a guy who has tied off, cut wires to length, and makes this extremely clean, I know the quality of the overall vehicle follows these lines. Now, trade places with me, and I want to show you how this bed works, because I did take one of these on vacation last month. And so there's a switch here on the dash. This is a Power Sofa. You press the button, it's real easy to do. The bottom of the sofa joins the passenger and driver side ottoman. Now, I'm 6'2". I've got just enough to stand up in here. And sleeping comfortably is very important. We get a lot of phone calls from customers far away. Hey, my husband's 6'1", 6'2". Can you go jump in a van for us, measure it out, and just make sure we fit before we come visit? No problem. Just want to show you. I am 6'2", completely stretched out. I have 2 to 3 inches above my head. Look at my feet, the distance between the wall, no problem. You can easily get 2 people on here, and for the full sleeping experience, and we're about to wrap this up, there is a board that's in the wardrobe that covers this area. Then your seat backs, very thick, hard plywood. One goes here, the second one goes here. Now imagine having a king bed, or almost the dimensions of a king bed, inside the B-Van. That's why the Pleasureway XL is your #1 selling B-Van of all time. We usually have 2 or 3 or 4 of them and pre-owned all the time. You won't find anything older than 04 here, or without with more than 50,000 miles. We are premium pre-owned. Used up a lot of your time here. Hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, call John at Johnson RV, 503-668-5400.